Hey everyone, my name is Johnny Fitzgerald, and today I'm going to be showing you how to take your guitars from this to sounding like this. As you can tell from the two examples, the second one had a tighter, more sucked in low end, and how we go about doing this is actually pretty simple. Many of you have probably already heard about this technique going around in audio forums and stuff. We usually call this the sneap technique. Pretty much what this trick is a multi-band compressor set to only react to the low end buildup of the guitar. This tightens up the lows and tames the woofiness introduced by aggressive picking, usually during palm muted sections. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I got set up. First, what I'm going to show you is a stock multi-band compressor. Every DAW has one, so you should be able to follow along and do this at home. So as you can see with this multi-band compressor, I only have it set from around 100 hertz to 250. You can kind of hear where it's at whenever I solo it out. As you can hear, it's only really grabbing that low woofiness whenever the guitar player is palm muting. So how to set this up is really easy. You just set your frequency range and you set your threshold. You set how much you want it to be compressed. Here, I went pretty basic. I didn't go too crazy. It just depends on the song and how you're feeling, so experiment with that. And the attack is left at 1. I didn't really mess with that. And this is what it sounds like in the context of the mix. So I'm gonna alternate this off and on so you can hear the difference that it makes. So as you can tell, that tightened up the low end, made it a lot more clear. It gelled with the bass more, and it made the guitars have more bite to it, allowing them to cut through the mix. Usually I don't use the stock multi-band compressor. I stick with Pro MB for this, which it's set up exactly the same way. As you can tell, my crossover points are in the same area, and we'll go ahead and toggle this off and on for you guys as well, just to show you that there's no difference. The reason why I like using Pro MB is just the visual aspect of it. That's the only reason why I would choose this over the stock multi-band compressor. So if you don't have access to this, don't worry, you can still achieve the same exact results that I just got without it. Now there's another way that you can tame guitars and clear up a little bit of mud in your mix by just using a basic EQ cut. You gotta understand though that this is cutting that frequency out of the guitar for forever. So the reason why you'd want to choose a multi-band compressor sometimes is it's only reacting to that specific frequency range that you set it at whenever that threshold is met. The EQ is taking it away for forever. So sometimes you might want to combine them depending on the type of guitar player you're working with. So pretty much what I did here with my EQ was something basic. I just scanned around until I heard too much flub and woofiness, and I just cut a little bit of that out. So I'll show you an example real quick of what I was hearing and what that would look like. So this is what I cut out. In this particular mix, that cab resonance was getting in the way of my snare, so I just wanted to cut that a little bit. And I also found something around 400 I wasn't too fond of, and I did do a dip there. So now I'm going to alternate this off and on so that you can hear the difference. It's pretty subtle, but it is cleaning up that low end woofiness that I've been talking about in that cab resonance. And it really helps gel the mix together more between the guitar and bass. Now in the context of the mix, it will sound something like this. I'll go ahead and toggle between off and on again so you can hear the difference. So those are just a few basic steps that you can take to clear out some mud from your guitar. If you want to take it a step further, you could also introduce some dynamic EQ, but we'll save that for another video. If these tips helped you, please like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and we'll be sure to answer them. We also have a free Facebook group that we would love for you guys to join. Thanks for watching and happy songwriting.